The Wilmot Wild beginning their playoff run on Tuesday night after a first-round bye. Wilmot finished in first place during the regular season. The Wild facing the Fergus Thistles in a best-of-5 series. This is Game 1 from the Wilmot Rec Complex. Opening period, it's the Wild striking first. Chase Forsyth picks up the loose ball, and he's got the first goal of this series. That was the start of a big night for Forsyth. It's 1-0 Wild, and they bury another one a few minutes later. Eric Snyder in the middle rips it and scores. Snyder giving his team a 2-goal advantage. Back comes Fergus. This is Evan McDougall circling around. He lets it go and scores his 7th goal of the playoffs. And we've got some pushing and shoving after the goal. Fergus is on the board, but the Wild answer just over a minute later. It's a lead pass for Chase Forsyth. He's all by himself and he's got a goal. Forsyth, the second marker of the night. Still in the first, Cooper Fleet with the ball. He feeds Ty Sanderson and he's got a shorty. Sanderson makes it a 1-goal game, and the Thistles pull even early in the second. Nate Renault finding space, and he's got the equalizer. Big goal from Nate. We are tied at 3, but from there the Wild would reel off 5 straight goals. Here is Chase Forsyth completing a hat trick. He makes it 4-3 Wilmot. Then it's Forsyth taking the feed from Eric Chilton, and he's got another one. How do you do, Chase Forsyth? He's got 4 goals. The Wild up 5-3. Later in the period, here comes Jacob O'Sullivan. He runs in and it's a bullet from O'Sullivan. Wilmot now with a 3-goal advantage. They are up 6-3. 2 minutes after that, here's Owen Smith charging in. He fights off the defender and scores. Smith with a shorty. He makes it 7-3 for the Wild. Back to the highlights in a minute. First, a reminder, this video is presented by the Fence and Deck Experts, a proud supporter of the Wild. Get a quote by calling 519-804-3325. Later in the second, more Wild offense. This is Ethan Warden driving to the net, and he puts it in. Wilmot looking good with a 5-goal advantage. The Thistles now trying to get something going. Evan McDougall with a nice feed to Levi Wilson, and he finishes in front. Fergus is trailing 8-4 after 2 periods. Let's head to the third, and it's another goal for Chase Forsyth. He wires it in for his 5th goal of the night. Wilmot is up 9-4, and they strike again under a minute later. E.J. Kelleher cutting to the middle, and he's got a goal. Kelleher and the Wild up 10-4. Then we've got some rough stuff. Watch the far boards. Jared Levine from Fergus and Zach Holmes from the Wild. They're getting into it. Some high sticks, some pushing and shoving, and look out, Levine is tossing, and he's done for the night. He receives a major for fighting. Holmes gets 2 minutes for high sticking. Things getting feisty in the series opener. A few minutes later, here is Troy McDonald over to Justin Brennicky, and he scores in the power play. Wilmot is up 12-5. Then watch the near boards. This is Eric Snyder to Anthony Brindamore for a beauty. He scores his 2nd goal of the night. And a little later, Eric Chilton finding space. He goes low and he's got a goal. Chilton, the Wild, scoring 8 times in the 3rd period, and they pick up the victory. 16-6 is the final. Wilmot now leads the best-of-5 series 1-0. Here is Chase Forsyth after the game.
Well, we wanted to come out strong, especially because they came back and took out a bigger opponent in the first round, so we knew we had to come out strong because they were going to come at us. And just to top it off, just shoot. We just got to keep playing our game. No one can touch us. We're the #1 team for a reason. We just got to keep playing.
We really just wanted to focus on the fact that they did come and upset a Barrie team, a strong team. They're a hard-working team coming in, but at the end of the day, we're first place, and we know that if we just play our game and we bring it to them at our pace, then it's going to be hard for them to keep up and everything, so that was just the game plan going in there.